Hi Scrappy friends, it's Carolyn here from Stormy Projects, and I've got another project life process video for you today. It's part 1 of part 2. You can see the second page getting put away, and I've taken the easy option here and split it. It was getting too long and hard to edit it down, so I've split it into 2. So don't forget to look out for part 2, and you can see the end result with the 2 pages side by side with some finishing touches. For November 2015, which is these photos, I'm using a selection of cards from the 2015 Messy Box kit subscription from A Beautiful Mess. I wasn't a big fan of the kits in general, so they got put aside, and I eventually pulled out the cards that I liked from the kits and got rid of the rest. So this is what I've chosen to use for November, to use them up. So I've had to make my own little kit of embellishments to use for November. I usually try and stick within the contents of the kits I'm using, but this month's one is a bit of a DIY attempt. And it's got a collection of some wood veneer, it's got some pieces from Amy Tangerine collections, some fairly old ones and some more recent ones. Some of the free label printables you get from the internet. I think the ones I use is generally the Caitlin Schaefer free download. And as you can see, I've trimmed the photo down in the top left hand corner so you can mat it on that cardstock behind. And rounding the corners on this photo, end up having an argument with the corner rounder. And I think this is the very last card I use with it. I end up throwing it out. As you see coming up, it's the back of it's melting and leaving sticky gooey mess, and yeah, to be honest, I just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. It's a crap corner punch, so in the bin it goes. And I just persist and finish off that final corner on this photo. And I don't care whether I've got square corners or rounded corners or a mixture of both. It really does not bother me at all. It's not something that catches my eye. And quite often I think I do have a mix of both on my pages. And you can see I've made a collage of 2 3x4 photos to a 6x4 size, and I do that using the Project Life app on my iPad. The majority of my photos are taken on my Samsung Galaxy phone that I have at the moment, and I sync my photos to Google Photos, and then I can access them on my iPad. So I will usually wait until I've got a whole month complete, and I'll go in and select the photos that I like for the month and then copy them to my iPad. And then on the iPad I'll might do maybe a quick edit and pick, tap, go. I'm starting to use the Collect app this year. Do a little bit of journaling and date stamping along the way, and then once I've done the whole month in Collect, I then export it, and where needed I make collages on Project Life app, and then export them out to your camera roll and print them straight to my home printer. I don't have a Selfie or a PictureMate, it's just a HP multifunction printer. The quality's okay, nothing special, but it's probably on par with the professional photos I've got printed via snap printing, so it'll do. Maybe if I was organised enough to have big batches of photos ready to go when they had their sales on, the other companies do, I might be tempted, but I'm never that organised, to be honest. I do Project Life on a monthly basis. So this is November 2015, and I like the idea of doing weekly. It's not, I don't sit down and do Project Life every week, although maybe I should try, and maybe I don't need as much time as I think I might. I might be able to squeeze it in, but for now I do monthly. And you can see I'm testing a pen there. But yeah, for now I do monthly. It works when I feel like scrapping. I've usually got photos in their pockets ready to go. I think I've got probably March and April in my 2016 folder ready to go. So now I just need to go in and add the cards and complete the spreads. I try and stick to a kit for the month, so whether it's a DIY kit or a kit I've bought. I was a Scrappery subscriber and I've done a beautiful mess, and I'm currently doing Studio Calico, which I've been enjoying their kits. But yeah, I'll probably cancel soon and just try something else just to have a bit of variety, although I might just cancel for a while and use up the kits that I've got waiting to use. But yeah, maybe just sign up to someone else for 3 months just to try something different and get some different styles. I don't use a lot of cards. I've got plenty sitting in my stash to use, so I should probably use them. But it's nice to get the new embellishments and different styles, I think. That's why I like the kits. Don't get too many. So you can see I've used a label, and I think I'm going to rewrite it here. And they're just ones that I've fussy cut. I do have a silhouette, but I'm not really good at the print and cut function yet. I need to, I guess, spend time and learn how to use it properly. I'm usually trying to just get something done. So it probably needs a bit more time and patience from me. But it's there for when I want it. So you can see there I've used the Sticker Adventures Together. That's from an older Amy Tangerine sticker book. Don't remember the name of the collection, but it is an older one. I think it's one of the first ones I bought from Spotlight. And there's a little arrow there, that's from the Open Book collection. Pulled all those chipboard pieces off the 12x12 sheet and unstickied the back and just stuck them into my embellishment area. And I moved that Adventures Together sticker down to more the central area of that card, just so it wasn't so side by side, matchy matchy with that label, because I stick a label on the other photo. Which I'm doing now, just documenting a haircut. Chopped all my hair off. It was quite long, down to my, waistline, I guess. So I got it chopped off for something different, and it's probably a good idea at the time because it got rid of all the old dried out hair from straightening and colouring over the years, but it does feel a lot healthier now, but I do miss my long hair. But it will grow back. It's down past my shoulders now, so we're getting there. I just find longer hair easier to manage with my type of hair. It's kind of wavy and likes to curl, like tight curls, but not nice structured curls either. So I think the weight of the length is good. So just playing around with some wooden embellishment there, and it's a little circle with a birthday cake on it. So I'm going to stick it on that plain white card there. And later in the video I do document about our little ritual we have for Poppy's birthday. It's always at Poppy and Grandma's place, seafood lunch. And I do hand draw the lines and write it on, kind of in the style of the lovely lady at Banning Lane, but not quite as polished as her look. I love how she gets it. Her cards, it looks just so perfectly positioned, and the amount of journaling is just right for the size of the card and the number of lines. Work in progress for me. I'll get there eventually. So going through my collection of ephemera there, looking for a label just to pop on this black and white photo of my little boy. Just needed to fill in that space a little bit. So I've cut this label in half so it lines along the top of the photo, and just journal about how cute he looked in the Cooper hat, playing at Nana and Granddad's. He wasn't keeping still enough to take a nice clear photo, so it's very blurry. But once you chuck it into black and white, it often helps improve the photos that are not quite in focus. Looks too cute not to include. So just a little note about that. And just around with the double-sided adhesive tape, because I've run out of tape runner. End up just clunking it in the middle. I have a little play. And that card is done. And I think I just go over and journal on that, underneath that wooden embellishment now. Coming up to the end of the video now, so thank you so much for watching. And don't forget there's a part 2 of this where I work on the right hand side of the layout, and then I put the two layouts together and just kind of add a few finishing touches. So if you've liked this one, make sure you look out for part 2. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate any comments you want to give me, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye now.